Hello, welcome. My name is Temitope Olodo. I'm the president of African Security Forum based here in the United Kingdom. And today we're going to be talking about understanding Nigerians' management of sexual harassment cases at government level. Um, this is quite important because in the last few days, what has been trending unfortunately, is a story that went live, you know, on Facebook, Twitter, um, mainly on social media, and actually picked up by some TV channels in which a 16-year-old, remember, a 16-year-old as a minor, complained about how she was lured into the house apartment of a serving commissioner in Ogun State, and the commissioner was trying to have his way with her, and she resisted, and it didn't go beyond him touching her, but that, of course, is sexual harassment. But it's not just sexual harassment. You can't get consent from a minor. So we need to understand that this is more of a pedophilia behavior. It's when you are dealing with a minor, you are a pedophile. Simple and short. There is no shortcut to the discussion, you know. And this has been going on. We had an incident of sexual harassment in Kogi where a sitting uh, commissioner uh, was also accused of uh, having relationship with an individual without consent. And instead of the state government coming to, looking at it from a part of a criminal issue, they went into a defense mood and started, doing all kind of things that are not ethical. So, but kudos to Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, who upon getting knowledge of this incident, placed the commissioner of police, the commissioner in particular, under suspension. And of course, as the news within 24 hours or 48 hours of the news becoming live and everybody talking about it, what did we see? We noticed the father of the girl in question coming, making a recording and saying, yes, there is a misunderstanding about the issue. He thanked the Nigerian people and people outside, but please drop it, leave it. And the girl also, the minor involved, also came out and said, drop this issue. This is a non-starter. Now, for me, those are red flags for me because uh, although the police and the governor have done the right thing, so we must applaud them on that. They said they are going to look into the issue, but I have not seen anything that talks about stopping the girl being tampered with in terms of her evidence being tampered with. And what they have now said, the police, is that they will look into the case. But what we don't want is a wishy-washy investigation that will result in the uh, individuals involved being cleared, because we're not just talking about the commissioner who lured the girl to his house by false pretense. We're talking of the conspiracy involved with our uncle and other people that work with the ambassador, with the commissioner. Every one of them is working freely. We have no information about them being picked up, being interrogated, uh, you know, being questioned under caution. Now, I've had people say that the girl should have been questioned under caution, and that might mean that the evidence she gives might not be. I don't know how Nigeria law of evidence work, but the bottom line is the the recording the girl made, as far as there is no um, no evidence that she was coerced into making that information which she provided out there in the public domain. The bottom line is that that information should be accepted by the police as evidence and should be presented before the court. But there are things that I would like the police to do, and if you are watching this video, I want you to watching this live. I want you to like it. I want you to share with people. I want you to start a watch party on it. Let's discuss this issue because issue is quite important. It's important for us in the diaspora because our children, both male and female, will be going back to Nigeria, and we don't want them to be a victim of gender violence. But more importantly, I think this issue of you know individuals showing interest in minors and trying to exploit minors is a serious issue. And we know that Section 224 of the Criminal Code actually makes it unlawful for you to have carnal knowledge of a minor or even somebody that have not given consent. So for this to be happening in this day and age is a serious issue. And I have some recommendation for the governor of Ogun State. I have some recommendation for some governors who are having challenges with this kind of issues, and I'll be discussing those recommendations at the end of these discussions. And I'm hoping that you would be able to share this video as widely as you could in order to ensure that this is watched and discussed widely so that this does not happen again. The first question I want to ask, because I've got one, two, three, I have four questions that I want to discuss. And I think it's very important to have that discussion because that will inform the debate that goes on in the next few days. And I'm hoping the media houses will pick this discussion up. You know, number one, if the police say they are looking into this case, and we cannot talk about what the police are doing, but I can point to two or three things that I think the police should be doing. At this time, and I'm making it public knowledge, the phone of the father, the phone of the girl herself, the phone of the individuals involved, and the commissioner should actually be seized by the police, who should carry out a forensic search on it to see if the commissioner involved had actually engaged with the father of the girl and the girl herself after this discussion, after he has been suspended. That is important. If you're watching this, I want you to like this page. I want you to share it. This is very, very important. I want a lot of people to come on board. Please go and tell your friends they should come and listen. And please send me questions because I want to know what you are feeling. I want to know what you are thinking at this point. I want to know if you agree that this discussion needs to be expanded because we are talking of a minor here. We're not talking of a an adult that can handle themselves, that when you talk to, and the fact that the girl said she fought him off and he was touching her private parts, that's her breast and things like that, is totally unacceptable. There was nothing in the girl's voice that says he apologized. Maybe he felt he was being led on. But the minute the girl informed you that she was in secondary school, you should know that the girl is a minor. You should not be inviting the girl to your house. And if indeed you want to have a discussion with the girl in your house, your wife should be in the house with her so that she can be your witness that your discussion is, now you're trying to cajole her. You're saying, okay, how do you pay for your school fees? That one is a small issue. So in other words, let me have a carnal knowledge of you, and then I'll be taking care of your school fees. That is totally unacceptable. So we need to have this discussion and ask, why is it that in Nigeria and some African countries we're having this serious issue issues with um, individuals that are prone to preying, because they are predators preying on minors, because this will have psychological impact on that girl. That girl made it clear that she's not even feeling herself. Now she is either she's been coerced, we don't know. Is it that she made that that confession or that recant on her own volition, or is it that her father coached her to have that discussion? If you look at the video, that's for the first video and second video, how the words she was using, you could see that it's clear that she's been coached on what to say. And the father seems to forget that in Nigerian law, it is impossible for the police. This is the state versus the commissioner. And what I don't want is a situation where this case will sit there 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and there's nothing that will happen. And then this case is buried. And that's the reason why I felt I should have this discussion, because we can now hold the governor accountable. We can now hold the police accountable. And we can at least follow this case to conclusion in terms of how we want, and we as Nigerian citizens want this issue to be taken forward. So, is Honorable Abiodun Abudu-Balogun now free? The answer for me is no, it's not free. It's not free because the police have made it clear that they are continuing their investigation. And everybody should be innocent until proven guilty. However, there are certain offenses that when your name has been stained, what you should do honorably is resign your position. Instead of him coming out and saying this was a political witch hunt, I would like to know who are the political actors involved that he believed the girl have been coached to actually put him in this peculiar situation. If he can prove that the girl was not brought to his house, and this is where the Nigerian police should be putting out an appeal to the media to say, if you are the driver that drove this girl to the house, there is an award for you to come and say, I was the taxi driver that drove this girl to this house, so that they can piece together the issues. And then they should look at the phone of the of this guy, this commissioner, before he could erase it and extract information to see if he has been trying to speak or speaking to individuals that can influence the parents of this child. And in so doing, it can be done for tampering with a weakness. And if indeed this girl is uh, a is a seed planted by political actors to smear the reputation of the commissioner, and she is now withdrawing, what then need to happen, I will tell you that later. Please like this video, share it with others, let them know what we are discussing. It's a very, very critical issue, and the question, the discussion today is looking at understanding Nigerian management of sexual harassment cases at government level. So at the state level now, this ambassador, this commissioner that is involved, honorable commissioner, has been suspended, and he's come out to say it's a political witch hunt. But yet, the question now is that in light of the fact that this girl has withdrawn her statement, should he now be free of prosecution? No, it should not be, because we're talking of a minor. And as a result, what I think he should be doing honorably is withdrawing his service and pending the investigation. Once the investigation is finished, I would like the governor to ensure, and Nigerian police and NGOs that deal with issues of sexual harassment and gender violence to ensure that his name is placed on the sexual register so that he cannot move near any school without a risk assessment done. He cannot entertain minors in his office without an assessment done. And in fact, he should lose his job personally. Because the fact, if it is established that the girl was in his house, regardless of the story of the girl, the fact that you are inviting a minor into your house is a wrong political judgment. And even if not for the issue of sexual harassment or abuse of his public office, it should be relieved of his position. If you like this video and if you like this and you're watching it, please share it with others. Let them listen. This is very, very important. And I'm talking about some very, very key issues. Please like it, share it with others, and please like it and send me questions. There is a comment box by the side. Please send me questions because I want to answer your questions. I think it is very, very important that we start asking the relevant questions. And that is very important because if we are not asking the relevant questions, then we are in a situation where we might not be able to address it because we don't want our young girls and our young boys to be victims of predators. We don't want that. And that's the reason why I'm having this discussion. So the question I'm asking here is, and very simple, should Honorable Abiodun Abudu-Balogun now be free in light of the fact that the girl has withdrawn her case? I'll say no. It still has a police investigation that is ongoing. And personally, whether the offense is right or wrong, if certain elements of the story can be confirmed, i.e., the girl was at the house. So the girl is not denying that she was not at the house. She's now saying that there have been a misunderstanding of what is happening. Then I feel the police should get involved and ensure that the phone of the girl is taken, the phone of the uncle is taken, and every one of those phones should be subject to forensic investigation to find out who is calling who, and if it can be established by the phone of people close to the commissioner has called the father of the girl, then the commissioner should be relieved of his post because there is an abuse of due process, and the police should be charging those individuals for conspiracy to tamper with a criminal incident. Now, apart from that, I also believe that the honorable should be placed on the sexual offense register because the fact that he's inviting a minor, not an adult, we're talking of a minor, is a no-no. It's a wrong thing to do as a politician, you know. And the girl has not denied that she was not in that house. So the fact that that girl was in that house is enough for him to lose his position. Even if the governor does not wait for the position, the conclusion of the criminal investigation, the governor now has enough. All he needs to do is ask the gentleman, was this girl in your apartment? Was it in your house? Was your wife there? Were your children there? No. Did you see this girl with another person? No, because the guy said the uncle left and the person, the Sheyi guy or whoever brought him in, left at that point. So if you have any questions, please like this place, share it with others, and let's have this. Any question you have, send it to me. I'm more than happy to answer your questions at this point. I think it's important that we start asking, questions, and I really want to answer your questions. I'm going to put the I'm actually publishing a, a poll now, and I'm asking you that question. Do you think that he should vacate his office? That's the honorable. I think he should vacate his office. I think it is wrong that he should stay in that office if indeed he met that girl in his house alone and he knew that that girl was a minor. Even if he did not know the girl was a minor, at the time the girl told him that that she was a minor and she's in a secondary school, at that point he should leave that room and tell her to go. The fact that he did not do that and we are having this scandalous discussion, he should vacate that office. That is my personal opinion. That is what I believe is the honorable thing for him to do. If you are watching this at this point, please let me know, should Honorable Abiodun Balogun vacate his position? I think I am of the view he should vacate his position. I think that he should be on I think it should be on uh, it should be warned expressly not to contact anyone close to the investigation, and I think his phone that he used should have been taken off him. I don't know why his phone have not been taken off him. I don't know if it's been taken off him, and if the phone of those people around him and the lady involved and the uncle that was mentioned have been taken off, but I think it should be taken off. I honestly believe so, and I believe that in fact the fact that he welcomed that girl, a minor, into his house with his wife not being present, with his special advisor not being present, with people that can vouch for him not being present, then he's put himself in a political position that is not good. And that's the reason why I am of the view that he should vacate that office. The second question I asked is, can Governor Dapo Abiodun lift the lift the suspension? Personally, I believe not only should he not lift the suspension, I am of the view that the governor, who have done a great job so far by ensuring that the unlike Kogi State, he placed the man on suspension, should also ensure that the man is relieved of his post at this point. No matter how good he is, he should relieve him of that position, and he should say to him, gentlemen, the fact that you welcome this minor into your house alone shows that you have poor judgment, and as a result of that, I'm relieving you of that post. And that will send a statement not only to people within Ogun State and within southwest Nigeria, but across Nigeria, that the governor has the backbone, that the governor has the backbone to relieve people who he believes have not used the right judgment, to ask them to leave the seat of power and go and do something else. That is my my personal opinion. I believe that the commissioner made a wrong judgment, took a wrong step by inviting that girl to his apartment or his house and meeting this minor alone. And I think as a result, he should not be allowed to stay in that post. But not only that, I think the governor should seize this unique opportunity to also address the issue of minors issue of sexual harassment, you know, in the workplace, and say that he's not going to tolerate this kind of discussion and send a memo across the government department in Ogun State. I think he should do that. Why should he do that? In the UK, we have what is called ministerial code of conduct. There should be a code of conduct within the seat of power, where, because you see, where there is no law, you cannot hold people accountable for what they have done. If you are watching this video right now, I want you to share it. I want you to like it. And I want you to pose a question. Ask me a question so that I can answer your question. The bottom line is that what we are saying here is there should be a code, a ministerial code or a government code. And that code should say you must not give contracts to organizations which are affiliated to you. You must not allow abuse your office. You must not do certain things that will bring the organization, the government that you represent into dispute. And we do it. Civil servants do it. Why is it that politicians cannot do it? And we've seen politicians that have been let go, as brilliant as they are. They've been let go of their position within government. And I think Nigeria should start taking good practices, best practices from around the world and embedding it. And I'm hoping that this should happen. I'm also hoping that this will be an opportunity, for educational institutions to ensure that there are systems embedded in place for minors to be able to report issue of gender violence and gender harassment to them, so that they can make sure that those things are eradicated from our society. Because these individuals are predators. I'm talking to a minor under the age of 18, under Nigerian constitution and even a criminal code, is a no-no and should not be allowed. So I am hoping that the governor, when he gets this video, will do the right thing and ensure that this guy is relieved of his position within 24 hours. Not because of the sexual harassment case, but rather because he allowed that girl to come into his house knowing full well that she was a minor. Regardless of whatever the discussion was that took place in that bedroom, which only God and the girl and the individual. But he has put himself in a position where the girl can make those allegations, and those allegations can stay on him because the girl is a minor. That's the discussion we're having today. So if you're watching this video right now, please like it, share with others, start a watch party, and let other people know that Dapo Abiodun is having this discussion, this critical discussion about how our understanding of Nigerian management of sexual harassment cases at government level. And I'm saying now that the Nigerian government need to ensure, and the state government need to ensure, that measures are in place to ensure predators do not have opportunity to minors and do not exploit their position to abuse minors. That must not be allowed. And if you're watching this video right now, I want you to like it, I want you to share it, and let people know that Dapo Abiodun is having this discussion right now. So the next question that I want to tackle is, should the minor now be arrested? And I know you'll be asking me, why should the minor be arrested? If the minor has made an allegation which is criminal in nature, and she's recanting that assertion, and she's over the age of 10, so she knows the difference between right and wrong. I think pressure should be put on her, and she should be arrested for making malicious allegation. And that is the truth. Because if we don't stop this kind of things happening, anybody can stand up. We know of a boy who went to commit suicide. Why? Because a lady made an allegation. And at the end of the day, after the guy had thrown himself over the bridge, we now found out that that incident did not happen. But the guy's reputation had been destroyed, and as a result, he does not have the mental capacity to handle the case, and he threw himself over the bridge. We must not allow, a wrong to detect a wrong. So if this girl had made a wrong allegation and she's recanting that allegation, then she should be arrested and questioned with her father present, and for her to recount what happened, so that this will be a warning to people not to make unfounded allegation against individuals to destroy their character, because this is what we call character assassination. However, you and me, and many people listening to me right now, believe that this girl has been made to recant her statements. And I'm hoping that Nigerian police will be confiscating the phone of that girl, her father, her uncle, and people involved in this case, to make sure that they trace and do a forensic analysis of their phone to make sure that they have not been coerced, or the girl have not been coerced, because she is a minor. And she should not be placed in that position where she is under duress to recant her statements. That should not happen. We are in a situation where this is happening over and over again like a deja vu. And we must not be in this situation. So my view is that if indeed this girl had been, if indeed this girl had not been coerced and she made this allegation based on political influence, then she should be arrested and she should mention the list of the people that encourage her to do this. If, however, she has been made to recant her statement, the police should be able to deal with it. The other challenge, which I will deal with in my second issue, is should police stop their investigation now that should police stop their investigation now that the girl had actually more or less recant her statement? No, she's a minor, and this is a criminal case. And if you know, the difference between a criminal case and a civil case is that in a civil case, it is a case between individuals, which is something that will be dealt with in a civil court. While a criminal case is a case, that will be brought by the state. And that is the situation where we are now. If you are watching this video right now or watching me live, I want you to like this video. I want you to share it with others and let them know that Dapo Abiodun is having this security conversation. And our discussion today is looking at and understanding Nigerians' management of sexual harassment cases at government level. So the government level here is the police. In the first place, why the police might be quick to have come out and say that they are going to continue this investigation, we have not seen the police talk about the fact that they have released specialists to go and talk to this girl and more or less try to get this girl to speak to her and understand her position and deal with her psychological challenges, the mental challenges, health challenges that might have emerged from this. And I know some of you that might be listening to me will be asking why. It's a scar on a lady, on a minor that have been put in this situation where if she has not shouted or screamed, God forbid what will be happening right now. Especially knowing that this girl said this man was trying to use black magic on her and making incarnation. What about if he has been able to lay his hands on that girl or his head and then sleep with her or use her for rituals? We don't know what the intentions are right now, because we know that in Nigeria and some other countries, the parts of the body that is normally used for rituals is the top part of a lady, which is the breast, and the private part of a lady. So if that is what is the intention of this man, we don't know. Yes, and I agree with you, Cynthia. Thank you very much for joining. And just like I was saying, it should be investigated properly, and we should be looking at it. This is a commissioner that holds a portfolio, And for him to invite a minor into his apartment alone shows that he has poor political judgment. And as a result, if I'm advising the governor, that man should be let off. He should be relieved of his position. And his name should be kept on the sexual harassment register so that people will know, so that when he goes into schools and people that work in this field will tell you, there will be a risk assessment, even when he's going to speak to minors, when he's going to do other things. Because we need to stop the exploitation of minors. And the police should have sent their specialist group, a specialist team, to go and investigate and help the girl go through her mental challenges that she might be facing. But not only that, they should take telephones of the people involved and speak to them and ensure that none of them have been compromised, or the girl is not under duress to recount her statement. Because now what we found out is that the girl is recanting her statement. So to recap what I've discussed, we are talking about a situation where a young girl was seen by a commissioner in a government in Ogun State, which is in southwest Nigeria. And the girl's first initial narrative was that she said she could not go and see the individuals or give them her phone because she had to do this registration that is ongoing in Nigeria, where people have to register their phones. But her uncle called her and they told her to come, that they want to take her somewhere. And then she followed them only for her to land to taken to the house of the commissioner, where she was escorted into a private room in the commissioner's house. And then the commissioner came in, and the individual that took the girl into the room left the room. And then the commissioner knowingly asked the girl, about what she does, why is she not involved in business. She said she's in secondary school. So imagine a commissioner telling a girl to leave school to start business. That's another topic for another day. But yet he knew that the girl was a minor. At that point, he should have existed, asked that girl to leave that place, or ask somebody else to come into that room and repeat in front of those people, have I said anything to you that you feel have made you feel uncomfortable at this time? And the girl will say no. Did I know your age prior to this discussion? The girl will say no. And in understanding that you are a minor, I brought somebody in as a second person, as a witness, to witness the conversation I want to have with you at this point. And the girl will say yes. And then those individuals, in fact, you should not have that, because the girl is still a minor. And whoever he takes it to that room, if it's not in a public place, might be coercing that girl too. So this is a difficult situation for the commissioner. And as a result, I think he has made a poor judgment, and I don't think he should return back to that place of work. I think that there is need for discussion at the level of the I think there is a discussion at the level of the cabinet for them to create a commissioner code, a commissioner code where they will talk about the kind of things that they are allowed to do within public office. Because when you have not had this discussion with individuals, when you've not engaged them, they might claim lack of knowledge. If you are watching this video right now, please like it, share it with others. Let them know that Temitope Olodo is having a security conversation on understanding Nigerian management of sexual harassment cases at government level. So at the government level, I think that there is need for more awareness. I also think that the issue of having discussion at the school level, and I'm hoping and using this opportunity to express my interest to assist, governments and governors and commissioner of information who might want to embed safeguarding issues within their schools, because we should have safeguarding issues within schools. And I've done a brilliant work on that, which I'm more than happy to share with commissioners that might be interested in knowing this. I also believe that at government level, the governor should release a memo saying that people that are coming for interviews, people that are people that have come for contract, you should not be asking for their telephone number. You should not be engaging with them under any circumstances, because that would be an abuse of office. And if the governor needs, all the governor needs to do is just Google the Cabinet Code of Conduct, which is free and out there in the public domain, and he should use it, modify it. Nobody is an original. Look at it, modify it, and make all your people to understand those things, and get your general, your secretary, your secretary to the state government, to have that meeting with them and discuss it, because these are the kind of discussion we should be having, because this is an embarrassment on a state, on Ogun State, and Ogun State need to now ensure that all their school principals, secondary school teachers, and primary school understand sexual harassment issues, understand the law, and understand how to mentor children who might be sexually harassed and gender violence in the school environment, because this must not be allowed to go on. I also think that the suspension should not only not be lifted, but the individual, the commissioner in position, should be relieved of his post, because of the fact that we know now that he actually, the girl was there, and he's not denying that he did not see the girl. He's saying that it was a political witch hunt, and he made a wrong political judgment. I think the minor, if she's recanting her statement, and indeed everybody should be innocent until proven guilty, then the minor should be placed under arrest, were under the supervision of our parents, and be questioned about that issue, in order to get the facts right. And I think all the phones of the individuals involved should be taken by the police. That is my personal opinion. All those phones should be taken by the police, and the police should extend their investigation and ensure that, one, a specialist is sent to the girl to go and discuss with the girl, to be able to understand her state of mind. We don't want anything happening to the girl, and the commissioner that is being investigated should not even be having any discussion. So if there's a telephone discussion between the girl and the man, after the police have read the riot act to the commissioner, then he should be brought in for tampering with witnesses, or if anybody around him have done that. So they should be speaking to him now, and to people around him right now, if they are listening to this, so that they do not destroy the evidence, and all those people that were involved in this discussion also should be arrested for conspiracy, and aiding and abetting, because this is actually a criminal act, and conspiracy to commit a criminal act should, of course, be on statute book within Nigeria, and it should be looked at both at the criminal code level and even at the constitutional level. I think that is the case. I also think the police should not stop their investigation, but they should continue with their investigation, because this is a criminal case, and they should continue with it. Now, if you are listening to me, you are watching me right now, please share this video, let people know what we are discussing, and if you believe that, if you are of the opinion, just like me, that the man should vacate his office, please look at the voting button, and more or less click yes or no on whatever you think. If you believe that the governor should take the man back, let me know why you think the man should be taken back. If you think the girl should not be arrested for changing her story, let me know. Let's have this discussion, and let's have a discussion about whether the man should be placed on a voters register of predators, because he's had a discussion with a minor without the parents being involved, or a woman being involved, another person being involved. His wife was not there, his children was not there. What kind of an apartment is that he had? Those are the kind of discussion that we need to have, and those are the kind of things that we need to be saying, because we need to stop all this harassment of minors in Nigeria. He knows that the girl is a secondary school pupil, and he went ahead to continue having that discussion with the girl. That is not on. That is wrong. That is a wrong political judgment. And as a result, he should lose his job. Not because of the sexual harassment issue, but more because, in line with the section 224 of the criminal code, this guy has committed offense. And I know Ogun State, like Lagos State, should also have something in their book on this kind of unnecessary harassment, because the Lagos criminal law case of 2011, chapter 25, which is sexual offenses 262 also talk about this kind of thing, you know. So we should not allow the harassment of our innocent young ones, whether they are young boys or young girls. We should not allow them to be harassed in this manner. And we need to stop this, and we need to stop it now. That's the reason why I'm having this discussion. I thank you for watching. Please like this video, share it widely, let people know that we are having this conversation, because it is important for people to know that, you know, this should not be happening. And I am of the view that this if this girl had been coerced to to uh, to harass the to harass the commissioner, and is a political witch hunt, then the girl should be arrested with her father there, and they should get her a lawyer and let her recount her story and tell exactly what is happening. But I don't think the police should drop this case. In fact, I think the police should go wider and make sure that the girl has all the support that she needs, from a psychological support, mental support, and ensure that, you know, our school is well informed, so that they will know how to be able to manage her when she returns back, because of the stigma that might be involved in this case. I believe that a lot needs to be done. The police need to go beyond just the mere statement that they've issued, but they should ensure that there is no witness tampering, because that seems to be what is we are witnessing right now in this situation, where it seems as if the witness the the minor have been tampered with, and we need to ensure that if that is the case, it's not going to happen. Should you be watching me right now, please like this video, like it, share it widely, let people know that Dapo Abiodun is talking about understanding Nigerians management of sexual harassment cases at government level. Please, and please tell me, should this minor be arrested? If you think this minor should be arrested, let me know. If you disagree with me and you think she should not be arrested, she has not committed any crime, let me know. If you think about the commissioner, honorable commissioner, is right to say this is a political wing shot, let me know. If you think it's right for him to invite a minor into his house alone and be having a discussion with her in her bedroom, what is he trying to do? Is he trying to have carnal knowledge of her, or trying to use her for rituals? We don't know, because we know that rituals normally use private parts of female people. So is that what is the situation here? Or is it innocent? And if it's innocent, should he be allowed to return back to his work? Personally, I think no, because he made a wrong judgment. And I think it's not only that, the governor now need to have somebody advise him, and he need to relieve the man of his position, not because he's not good as a commissioner, but more because he made a wrong political judgment. He should be relieved of that position, and that will send a message that this is a no nonsense governor that will not allow anybody to violate a minor, knowing full well that he's a family man that respects, that will not even allow his adult children to be violated, not to talk of a minor under him. And him being the father of Ogun State, whether you are PDP, APC, APN, whichever party, he is the governor of everyone, young, old, small, big. And as a result, he should see this girl as his daughter. And as a result, he should do what is right to do. Will him relieving the man of his job be aware? The full facts, like I just made, is it's an allegation of sexual harassment by a minor. Sexual harassment, and now the girl is recanting her stories. And the father said everybody should stay clear and not investigate this issue. That shows you the girl, fortunately, what the witness did was to encourage the girl, encourage her to go to the house. They took her to the place, and she's a minor. She's 16-year-old, and now she's saying that the story had been misread, that what she made misinterpreted. But actually, what she actually said was she went into the house. She was taken into the house. She was taken to a separate room, and then when the commissioner came, the commissioner touched her breast and was trying to struggle with her. And when she started screaming, the commissioner left her and gave her money, and then asked her to be taken back. Now we've not heard of the driver of the commissioner being arrested or being investigated. We've not heard of those individuals involved who took her to the place. She was sexually arrested, harassed, assaulted, and not raped. So that's the difference. But sexual harassment, she was touched. So there's an assault because there was no consent, and a 16-year-old cannot give consent. So for my little knowledge, so so I totally agree with you, and I know that the many people are interested in the outcome of this case. And like I said, we are here, Africa Security Forum. I can provide a platform for a discussion on this matter for the governor. We can organize events for the schools to be able to manage this incident. We can help because from the way the police have handled this case, even though they said they are going to look at this issue, but they should have safeguarding strategy. There's nothing about safeguarding, and we don't know if there's in fact a situation on ground where they are safeguarding. We don't know if the police have specialist bodies that can actually interview the young girl, and ask her the relevant question to be able to extract the necessary information for them to bring the prosecution. And we don't know if the Attorney General is going to even allow that case when they take it to him, if he's going to kill it, because we should remember that the Attorney General is also a politician who have been given that position, answerable to the governor. So there's a lot of things. So that's the reason why I said there is a need for this issue. It has opened the can worm, and we need to start having proper discussion about safeguarding issue in Nigeria. How weaknesses are being managed, how weaknesses are being managed, how, from an educational perspective, what kind of packages will be put in place for this girl when she returns back to school, so that she will not be teased by our colleagues, our friends. And these are the kind of things we must safeguard against. We don't know if the family is being supported by the police or if they're being supported by NGOs out there. And if there are NGOs that are listening to me, I think you should reach out to the family, try and help the family, have that discussion with the family, try and help them. If you're watching me right now, please like this page, share it with others, let them know that Temitope Oloro is having a security conversation, and our discussion is about what should be done, how government can manage sexual harassment cases, and one of the things I've said is that the police need to put their house in order and ensure that they put their best groups in place to deal with this issue. But not only that, the police should also make sure that they send specialist people, units out to engage with the family and support the family. I also believe that the man should be relieved of his position because he has allowed a minor to visit him without supervision. And I think as a result, he's made a poor political judgment, and and many people who are in the diaspora will be quite happy if he's relieved of his position, not because we are believing the story of the girl. That's not the reason. The girl is a minor. It's not because of that, but more because he has made a wrong political judgment. And the established fact is that the girl was in his apartment. He did not say, "Girl, I want to see you with your parents. I want to be your sponsor. I want to sponsor you through secondary school to university." Rather, he's discussing with the girl how she can start business and touching her breast and touching different parts of her, touching her body and trying to struggle with the girl until the girl says she screamed. That is not on. That is not allowed. That should not be happening in 2021. Not in Lagos State, not in Ogun State, not in Abeokuta, not anywhere near Ogun State, not anywhere in southwest Nigeria, not anywhere in Nigeria. That should not be happening. We must not allow this madness to continue. And the only way we could stop it is when good people start to talk and good people start to ask and demand for the right things to be done. So I'm expecting that the the executive governor of Ogun State, Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, will do the right thing. Not only the suspension of this guy, but his removal from office for poor judgment and bringing his government into this dispute. Because now we can actually tell how many pedophiles are now working under the governor. We can't tell. And we cannot tell if every one of them have not done similar issues before, if they've not invited minors. Would there not been any investigation of that kind to make us be reassured that when minors, anyone under the age of 18, is walking down the street of Ogun State, that they are not prone to predators within the government establishment? This is so bad that the governor needs to act now by ensuring that this guy does not stay another night as a commissioner under the honorable executive excellent governor of Ogun State. He must be relieved of his position. Yes, because this is a minor. We're not talking of a young 18, 25-year-old or adult that have framed up a story. This is a young girl. So there is no dispute about three things. There's no dispute that the girl was taken to that house. There is no dispute that the honorable commissioner was with the girl alone. And there is no dispute that the girl is a minor. In light of those three facts, he should lose his job. And he should lose his job, and somebody should be placed there to replace him, because by doing that, we have shown evidently that the executive governor, His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun, has done the right thing to ensure that this kind of action is not allowed. Now, by doing that, what we are saying is that we are not even allowing it to get to rape. We don't want it to even get to rape. The sexual harassment should be stopped. If you talk with your mouth to anyone over the age of 18, you are permitted to say, I love you, I like you, come and meet me here and there. And it is within their prerogative for them to say no. And once they say no, stop. Don't labor it. Because once you start laboring it, it becomes sexual harassment. Once you touch them without consent, it becomes sexual harassment, assault. Once you do or have carnal knowledge of them without consent, then it is rape. If they're a minor, there is no consent that is allowed. If you are watching this video right now, if you are watching me live, I'm going off here in the next 3 minutes. Please like it, share it. I want it to get to the governor of Ogun State this night. And what I want is for this action governor who is going around the state, making sure that good roads are in place, making sure that he's providing palliative for those that are vulnerable, working with the people. I want him to sack this individual. Relieve Honorable Abiodun Abudu-Balogun of his post, not because of the sexual harassment, because of poor judgment. For him to invite a minor, and for the fact that the minor made it clear that she was in secondary school, and he continued that conversation with that minor, is a no-no. If she was 18 plus and he had that discussion, in fact, we will say that it's bad taste. And that's the reason why I'm calling on the governor to also work with people like us, with my organization and a lot of people that are liking this platform who are abroad, who will like to help him with safeguarding issues, and even the creation of a code for people working with him, because we don't know how many sexual predators are now in Ogun State right now, working with the governor, talking with the governor, having the ear of the governor, and even talking to him about issues that they should do in order for them to be able to exploit minors and people within government. So if somebody now comes up with a good idea to recruit 10,000 youth between the age of 18 and 25, and it's in this government, how can we be sure that this person if he's a man, is not a predator that is looking to have his way with young ladies that might want to apply for this position. So the stain on the government of Ogun State is real, real. And that's the reason why we need to stop this now and stop this now. We must not allow this to go a day further. So we need to talk. If you are watching me right now and you are the commissioner, and you are the commissioner of education in Ogun State, in Lagos State, in any of the southwest of Nigeria, and you want to know about safeguarding, I've got individuals who are involved in safeguarding, who are experts, who can help you come up with safeguarding policies for your schools. Safeguarding policy in the workplace is different. Safeguarding situations in school is different from safeguarding situation in the workplace. It's different in the way in which you do business. So when you put those different things in place, then we will not have minors being exploited. Then we will not have sexual predators going after vulnerable youths or adults, going after married women and all those, and doing those things. Police checks is important. You know, we must have those police checks, because you are putting people in positions in government in Nigeria right now, in Ogun State, and we don't know if they are predators. Just like some of the incident that is happening. And I don't want to use my mouth to call anyone a sexual predator within the Ogun State government. But if the governor does not move very quickly on this matter, then the confidence of people, both within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, about his administration will be a bit screwed. Because if he could allow anybody that have spoken to a minor without parental consent to remain in office, it is serious. It's a serious issue. If you are watching me right now, please like this page. Please share it widely. I'm going to stay for another extra 5 minutes to more or less on 5 issues that are brought out, which are very clear, because the section 224 of the criminal code says that a man should not have carnal knowledge of a person. And we know that both young boys and young girls are not spared from these predators. And that's the reason why we need to have police checks. We need to have police doing their work and ensuring that they're advising the government, advising people in government, and letting them know that specific things should be put in place. And one of the things that should be happening with the police now is that police should be checking the phone record of the commissioner, or the people that have brought the girl to the commissioner, of the girl's telephone, of her father's telephone, to see if she be placed under pressure, or the telephone of the brother, the uncle, to make sure. And if this governor, if this commissioner have tampered with evidence by making the girl withdraw her case, then he should be facing additional criminal offenses for tampering with the witness. And that is a serious issue. That is where I think we should be going right now. And I think it should not only be free. I think the police should investigate this case and take it to its rightful conclusion and determine what should happen. But regardless of whatever they determine, the fact that he met with the girl, a minor, alone, is poor judgment. And I think as a result, he should lose his job. I think the governor should not lift the ban, but rather should relieve him of his position, and he should allow, and we are happy to help him put together a safeguarding event. We can do it virtually, we can do it actually for him, and bring experts from around the world that could speak to his team. We think he should have a ministerial code or a commissioner code for his team, so that they will know the things that they should do right or wrong. I think he should do that. That is very, 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 very important. If you are watching this right now, share it, like it, let people know that I, Temitope Olodo, I'm talking about this issue. And the discussion today is a very simple one. We are talking about understanding Nigerian management of sexual harassment cases at government level, and the government level is state government and federal level. State government, we are saying this man should be relieved of his post, who has had a discussion with a minor, and the minor had come out to say he touched her and he should not have touched her, and the girl has recanted her statement. But we're saying, even regardless of that, the fact that he invited the girl into his house where there was nobody there except him and the girl is poor judgment, and he should lose his position. We think and have said that if the minor indeed is a political plant, an entrapment against the minor, because against the commissioner who should be innocent until proven guilty, then the police should also pursue that angle and also talk to the girl under caution with her parents being present. And we think that the police investigation should not end, but rather should be expanded to include all the other actors involved in this case, and to ensure that each and every one of them, their phone is taken and is forensically investigated, and if they have been colliding or trying to get the girl to recant her statement as she has, then they should be dealt with as tampering with weaknesses, and they should face the full wrath of the law. And this case should be dealt with within weeks, not the one that you will hear in 3-10 months time. And the account of the father of that girl, the account of that girl should be investigated to see if the man has been given huge money, in order to keep him short, which is what is normally done in Nigeria. And if he has collected money if he has collected money in order to keep quiet, then definitely we should ensure that he is also prosecuted, because that is wrong. Thank you so much for watching this. Please, if you like this video, please, if you like this, share it with others, watch it, like it. And when I have repost the video, please make sure that you share it widely. Let the governor of Ogun State know that what we are saying. Let the federal government know what we are saying. Well, let the commissioners working under Ogun State, let them know what we are saying, and let them know that we are here to help them, to assist them, because there is need now for a safeguarding issue, and this is a safeguarding issue, and we need to ensure that the appropriate measures are in place, and we can do this both virtually and actually. African Security Forum, I could do that under my organization. My name is Temitope Olodo. If you want to catch me and engage with me, my email address is info@tarz.org. tarz.org. That's trans custodian. My website is www.traz.org. And if you want to send me an email, it's info@African Security Forum together.uk. Please send me the email. I'll be looking forward to it. This is a safeguarding issue, and every one of us should be concerned. I am concerned because I've got cousins, I've got nephews, I've got people that I love, and I think minors should not, under any situation, now be placed under this kind of pressure. And there is mental issues to deal with this. And if you are also you work in the mental atmosphere, that's mental health issues, then we should look at it. They said the minor should. Someone said the minor should not be arrested. I think the minor should be a word should be have with her, because if you don't have a word with her with her father being present, then the issue is we will not know who have cajoled her to recant her story, and maybe recanting her story is a ploy to be able to give her something in return, because the man again have already asked if she wants to start business and things like that. But I believe the man is innocent. I believe the man is innocent until proven guilty, but he's made a poor political judgment, and I think he should be relieved of his post. I think that the minor should be questioned with her parents there and a lawyer, and for her to be able to get narrate her story. And if indeed that investigation reveal that she has been involved in entrapment, then she should not be spared of the appropriate punishment that she should feel. Because as a result, we know that many people have committed suicide because of wrong allegation, and we must not encourage wrong allegation. We must not say that because we want to deal with the issue of sexual harassment, rape, and assault, that we must also leave men vulnerable. And we should know that men can also be a victim of abuse. So it goes both ways. So there are issues of gender violence that cut across both male and female, and we must look into those issues. Thank you so much for listening and watching me. My name is Temitope Olodo, and I'm so pleased that you tune in. And please like this video, share this video. This is the first video in the beginning of the year, and I'm so happy that many of you have tuned in, many of you have liked it, many of you have asked questions and even left message in the box. And I'm so pleased that you've done that. And this is the time where I'll say thank you very much. Please know that on Thursday this week, I'll be coming with another topic, another juicy topic, and I'll be letting you know. I'll be sharing it on my platform, and we'll be talking about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And please, if you have anything to add or you think you can work with me to be able to take those projects to Nigeria on safeguarding, please send me an email. Let's talk about it. I know people, it's very good. Many people are saying that the girl should not be arrested. Maybe she should just be spoken to. I think I respect your views on that. And I think that we need to the police to go and speak to the girl. And we need that anybody that have been involved, their phones should be confiscated. There should be forensic investigation to be able to get to the bottom of it, because this individual, this governor, this honorable has said that he believes it's a political witch hunt, but he made a wrong judgment, and I think that as a result of the wrong judgment, he should lose his post. Thank you so much, and I think that we need to take this forward. Thank you so much for everyone that have tuned in, and please watch out this time again on Thursday and on Saturday. This is always coming up on a Tuesday, Thursday, and a Saturday, and I'll be talking of very, very important issues that are affecting us. And I can tell you now that our topic, I can give you a topic for, I think I should be able to give you a topic for, yeah, I should be able to give you a topic. And our topic is 10 ways to prevent insider threats to your family safety. 10 ways to prevent internal threats to your family safety. That is the discussion we're going to be having. That's the discussion we're going to be having on Thursday. So tune in on Thursday, 8 o'clock UK time, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, and let's have a fantastic time. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying so late, and I really, really appreciate every one of you that have tuned in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My name is Temitope Olodo. I'm the CEO of Trans Custodium. Our website is www.trz.org. Our email is info@trzcustodium.uk, and you can send us an email, and we'll be more than happy to discuss with you. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for staying tuned, and thank you for an happy new year. Welcome to a new year, a new decade, and I pray your family and everyone will remain safe. Please, as I step out of this video, I'd like to say that if you're in the UK, please wash your hand, cover your nose, and keep social distance. If you're in Nigeria, cover your nose, maintain social distance, keep your bubble, make sure that you keep yourself safe, and let's meet again on Thursday, same time. Do not change the dial. God bless you.